The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Fuck me, I'm looking in the mirror, so foggy, but I've never seen clearer. I don't really think anyone can save me, and honestly I'm not really sure I want saving. I like to be my own worst enemy. There's no risk if you don't try at anything, so I'ma just keep buying everything. See you in the next life, have to be a better me. I don't think that my head's on straight, gotta flip it and grip it and go and get an x-ray. What's wrong with me? I just feel weight pushing on my chest and it squeezes till I suffocate. Better change my mindset, meditate. It's pretty cool that I'm alive and have better days. I could walk, see, hear, I should celebrate. Think I could change my mind, maybe elevate. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. I'm kinda stuck between a rock and a hard place. Do I work hard or live in my...
What's up, Brandy? Cynthia, how you doing? What's up, guys? Real quick. You want to say hi? Say hi.
Hi.
Cynthia and Brandy's on so far. Well, there's a lot of people on, but you're the only one that said hi.
Hey, Cynthia.
You sound excited. What's up, guys? Don't mind. I got to shave a little bit.
I think you're done.
Let me see. Yeah, here. Take that. There you go. No, slide it. Don't pick them up. Put the plate right here like that, and I'll slide it. Yeah, put the plate there. Don't be scared. There you go. You got it. Brandy, all the way from Florida. What part of Florida? My brother and mother's in Florida. You're welcome. I try to do my best. My brother's in Orlando. First, let me thank two subscribers real quick, William and Sharon, for the Cash App for wound care. I was able to get 2 big boxes of gauze and some alcohol pads and Band-Aids. You good? Here you go. Watch, you don't knock that down, please. That's Sharon and William. I'm only using first names. I appreciate it if you're watching. Thank you. It means so much. Fort Myers. Okay. Shout out to Fort Myers. I forgot how far that is from Orlando. I don't remember. But we already know where you're from, Cynthia. Detroit Lions fan. So, yeah, some people can, some can't. I put up probably 12 videos asking for wound care donation, and I got 2. Some people can, some people can't. The worst time is right before Christmas too. Everybody's busy Christmas shopping and money's tight. But hey, I live off the donations for the wound care. I can't afford it either. You know, some people can, some people can't. But I wanted to talk about Kensington with the police situation. If anybody watching during the live or the replay want to donate for wound care, the Cash App and PayPal links are in the comment section, pinned in the comment section. Anyway, I had some backlash about the police officer that was loading his handgun in the street. Some of you may know, some of you know this, and some of you may not. But all my comments, like when you guys comment on my videos, it's private. You might see it when you upload it, but nobody else can see it. I gotta see it first. Once I approve the comment, then the public will see it. Because you got a lot of people coming in here saying negative stuff. And I don't want negativity on my channel like I used to allow before. I don't allow it no more. I don't respond to it. I don't allow it. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be cursing, racist, just outrageous stuff. None of you guys see it because I delete it and nobody else sees it, and I don't respond to it. So if you comment and you don't see it, don't think you're blocked. It's just that I have to approve your comment. It might take an hour, it might take 2 hours. But hold on one second. It might take 1 hour, it might take 2 hours, but if it's not negative, or nasty, everybody's entitled to their opinion. Fine, you can criticize whatever you want, but when it's outrageous, cursing, lies, whatever. Like this one guy says, he said, why did you blur his face out? Do you know these guys are assigned to their partners? And so by you not blurring his partner's face, they can identify that officer. And then he kept on, and he was just calling me. He was calling me names. I don't know why he was calling me names. I'm thinking it's one of the haters from the other channels that I have problems with. But anyway, I deleted it. Nobody saw it, and I blocked his channel. Anyway, here's the thing. They're not assigned to the same officer every day. Okay, these rookie cops, they scatter them all over. One day there was one person, next day was, and there was no date when I filmed that. There was a date when I uploaded it, but I don't upload my videos the same day I record them. So for that guy not to know what he's talking about, I covered his bet. Who was that? Thank you, Brandy. Thank you, Brandy, for that PayPal towards wound care. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So all these people, they're separated. So I covered his name, his name tag, his face. Listen, you want my real honest opinion? If I didn't blur his face, I don't even think he would have got in trouble. I really don't. Cops in Philadelphia are not held accountable for their actions. In Philadelphia, it's like that. It's just like that. It's just, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad in Kensington. But I just wanted to give him, yes, Brandy. Yeah, I did. I thank you for it. I appreciate it, Brandy. God bless you and your family. Thank you. Yeah, so yeah, I get things like that. This one person entitled to his opinion. I didn't delete his comment. I didn't none of that. But I think it was a girl or a guy said, "Oh, there was a guy on the ground sleeping. Why didn't you check on him?" I can't check on everybody that's knocked out. If that's the case, I won't have time to record because there's bodies everywhere. But that's what they said to me. Why didn't you check that body? That you just walk by that person. I'm not a paramedic. It's not my job to do that. I stop in certain areas, certain people I walk by. If I see them breathing, I just keep on moving. If I don't see their stomach going up and down, I stop and investigate a little more to make sure. But listen, I don't have to be out there. I don't. I'm out there because I care, and I feel I owe towards that community. Because, like I said, I sold heroin in 2004, and I helped destroy lives. And I myself was an addict, so I feel like this is my way of giving back and helping. But I don't have to do it, but I do it because I care. So my first thought process in my head when I see comments like that and people talking to me like that, I'd be like, why aren't you out there doing it? Why aren't you out there? Why aren't you out here doing it? You're criticizing me for doing it wrong, but I don't see you out here doing it. You know what I mean? Or in your community, do a YouTube channel in your community and do what I'm doing. Instead of criticizing somebody that's trying, because I am trying. I'm not a paramedic by trade. I'm not a police officer. The only thing I do know is CPR. Thank God I never had to use it on Kensington Avenue. I've used Narcan more than once, but I never had to save someone's life. I save people's lives different ways by helping them get off the street. There's a couple right now that I help get off the street. They live in the Chester, Delaware area, and they're doing great. I follow them on Facebook. Man, they're with their kids all the time. They're going to play parks. They're going to plays. They're going everywhere. So maybe I saved their lives, or maybe one of their lives. Who knows? Only God knows. But I do try to do the best I can. But you still will get these people in here that I must be doing something right because they're hating on me. I'm not down there criticizing people, hurting people, bothering people. I'm out there just spreading love. I'm trying to help, And then you get people that hate. They make comments like that, And I'm thinking to myself, what's going on in their life that they got to be so cruel like that. But the best part is, thank you, Cynthia. The best part is that you guys don't see that negativity because you don't need to see it. This channel is only for good things. It's not for negative things. So that's why I don't allow you guys to see that stuff. They come in here, they call me all kinds of names. But once I figured out how to do the private comment thing, like all comments on all my videos go to me first. So one, they're wasting their time because nobody ever sees what they write. Two, and they get their channel blocked if it's really, really nasty. And I had them. But yeah, they try to feed off my energy and try to make a couple dollars with different channels off, my stuff. But I don't give them nothing no more. I don't respond to their nasty comments or nothing like that. But yeah, I didn't want this officer, just in case. I didn't want him to get in trouble. You know what I mean? He admitted his mistakes. I asked him, I said, are you allowed to load your weapon, your magazine like that in public? He said, no, but one of my bullets was dirty. So, which is bullshit. We know, he got caught. That's why he asked me if I was recording at first. So I thought I owed it to him. He made a mistake. People make mistakes. He rookie cop. I didn't want him to lose his job or get suspended. So I made sure I blurred him out. Like, that's not the decent thing to do, But if I didn't blur him out, then they would have came in. Why didn't you blur his face out? Now you're going to get him in trouble. You're an evil person. I blur his face out. Oh, they're going to find out who is through his partner. Like, you can't win. You can't win with YouTube. Some people are just like that. They're nasty, real nasty. So that's why I make the comments like that. You know what I mean? But it's just a small percentage, maybe 2%, 1% maybe. The rest of you guys are awesome. You guys care. You do positive note. You guys send donations and stuff like that. So I appreciate all of you that do that. I'll probably be down this weekend on Kensington. I'm not sure. Maybe Friday or Saturday. My daughter's graduation. I don't know if you can see it up there. It's Thursday. She's graduating 12th grade. We're throwing her a surprise party. It's probably not a surprise no more. Somebody probably told her. Too many people in her circle knows about it, so I'm sure somebody told her. Yeah. So, yeah, I wanted to get that off the chest, but yeah, I bet cops are rough with all underprivileged staff. Florida has a serious problem too. Yeah, I know. Tampa Bay has a problem. Miami has a problem. Somebody commented on one of my videos that it's like that down here in Baltimore. Yeah, they are uneducated. They're uneducated, especially uneducated on the law, their rights. You know what I mean? They get violated by the cops, and they don't know their rights. They don't know how to speak up. But these rookie cops are told to do that by the superiors. Just stop and frisk. Violating people's First Amendment right. But yeah, they tried that with me one time, and they pulled me over and they wanted, any weapons in the car. Like, no, you mind who I search? I said, yes, I do mind. Why? Do you have something to hide? You asked me a question. I gave you a question. Yes, I do mind. I don't want to be violated. You know, I don't consent to search and seizures. That's my Fourth Amendment right. And right, he walked away, whatever. And for that, he gave me a ticket. But yeah, you can't win. You know, if you submit, yeah, I got to search my car. They're violating you. You know what I mean? They're you know you got nothing in your car. You know they're wrong. They're assuming there is. I have like 2 a day, Cynthia. Is that too many? Let me know if it is. I drink like 2 a day. Um, but yeah, I was in the past a little, I could say a little too um, arrogant against the police. Listen, I'm not pro police. I'm not against. No, I said it wrong. I'm not against the police. Okay. Um, I have police officers in my family, detectives in my family. I love the police. Um, someone broke into my house, I'll call 911. You know, I think the police do a great job. It's just the bad apples. You know, and like I mentioned in one of my videos, if you work at the post office and you keep hitting us, bud. Can you move over some more? You keep moving us. If you work at the post office, right, and you shoot and kill somebody in the post office, it'll make the news, but that's it. Every post office, every post office employee in America is not going to be held accountable. But when a police officer shoots and kills somebody, all the police in America are held accountable. You know, and I don't think it's a fair job how they're criticized like that every time one bad cop does something bad. Um, so yeah, it's a bad job for you to have. You got to worry if you're on the East Coast, you got to worry about a cop on the West Coast that did something real bad. Now you got to watch your back. You have to watch your back on the East Coast because it's all over America what that cop did on the West Side. You know, now the cops on the East Side got to watch their back. It shouldn't be like that. You know, all cops are not bad cops. Thank you, Brandy. So since I've been putting some heat on them, yes, I admit it. I've been putting some heat on them how they violate people's rights. But then I was like, you know what? Let me show the good side of them. Let me show the good side of the police officers too, since I always criticize them. So that's why I did that video. You seen how I was talking to them respectful? They were talking to me respectful. I blurred his face because I believe he did something that could probably get him fired. Can you go over there, please? Thank you. I believe he could have did something that got him fired or suspended. So I blurred him out. You know, but like I said, I don't even think he would have got in trouble if I didn't blur his face out. I'm just being honest with you. There's no accountability on Killington Avenue when it comes. I mean, if they can violate people's Fourth Amendment rights by legally searching them and locking them up because they have a warrant from that illegal search, why can't a cop load his magazine in the street? You see what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, I think they're doing a great job. I wish they would do more, except instead of just targeting the addicts. Let me tell you something right now. You lock up an addict that's shooting up 10, 15 bags of fentanyl a day, and you put them in the county jail, they can die. It's already happened. Not too long ago, you can Google it. A female died on the county jail in Philadelphia from a fentanyl overdose. So, yeah, and they're just going to come out in a couple of days and go right back to the fentanyl. You're not fixing nothing by doing it that way. You got to get the root of the problem. You know, you got to get the drugs. You know, but the cop said, I questioned him. I said, you know, you guys go after the addicts, but I never see a drug dealer get locked up. Since I've been down there, I seen one drug raid. That's why I said, you do it with SWAT. He said, no. Yes, they do. They do it with SWAT. He's a rookie. He didn't know. The one time, hold on one second, guys. Sorry about that. I had to give Ashley address to the doctors. He moved. New address. Are you done?
Huh?
Are you almost done?
Yeah, almost.
All right. Because I like to be alone in the kitchen when I do this.
Okay.
Let me see. Thank you, Cynthia. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to show it. I don't care. I'm going to show it. I just can't monetize. I just can't monetize this video. I'm going to show you the video I made for my daughter for her prom night. All right. I just can't monetize it. Ooh, let me see. What's that? Where's that? Oh, you're gonna like it, Cynthia. Brandon, you're gonna love this. Who the hell is it? Is it right here? No. Can you cut that one? No. No. Hold on. Is this it? I think this is it. Yeah, this is it right here. Wait a minute. I'm sorry about moving the phone so much. I was trying to focus it in and out. Sorry about that. But yeah, I couldn't put it on YouTube because of copyrights. That's why I never posted it. But yeah, you can post it on Facebook and Instagram, which I did. But yeah, on YouTube you can't. So now I can't monetize this. But that's all right. I mean, oh man. So let me tell you what happened on prom night. She went to before she went to the prom, that she was you see her leaving to get in the little limo, whatever you Escalade, whatever the hell that was. That was after the party, and now they're on their way to the prom. So we went to the party before she went to the prom, and I'm just sitting there watching people take pictures with her. You know, you see me, I took some pictures with her, but I'm sitting, and something hit me. Something hit me like a ton of bricks. That was May 17th, I believe it was. It was May 17th. Wait. Or the 18th. I just got out of the hospital 2 days before. I went in the 12th. I was there 4 days, 16th, the 18th. And May 18th was a prom night. It hit me like a ton of bricks because I realized that I wasn't supposed to be there. I think about this. Think about your prom night if you went to a prom, right? And your dad just died a couple days ago. Most likely you're still going to go to your prom. You're going to try to enjoy it with your friends, your date. But in the back of your mind, your dad just died a couple days ago. And on May 12th, when I went into the hospital, when the ambulance picked me up, I seen the home video. I don't remember none of it. I don't remember the ride on the ambulance to the hospital. When I woke up and I saw Ashley on my tray to my right and Ashley on my left, I thought that was like 5 minutes later. I didn't find out until I got home that was the next day. I woke up the next day in the ICU. The next day, I woke up and it felt like I was sleeping for 5 minutes. I'm like, how did I get here? You know, what's going on? I thought it was the same day. 5 minutes later, it was the next day in the afternoon. And I didn't find out until I was released and came home. And Ashley told me, no, we came to see you the next day after. We couldn't see you the same day. They won't let us come. They won't even give us information about you because I wasn't married to you and I wasn't your sister. I was in an immediate family. That's what they were telling her. We can't give you no information about it. So she thought I died. I was dead because they're not giving her any information about me. Once they finally let her in, she got to get in with her son. Then they told her what was going on. On the way in the ambulance to the hospital, my heart stopped 3 times. The paramedics shocked my heart 3 times. When I got to the ICU, they stabled it. They got it stable so it won't stop no more. And so this whole experience, I'm thinking about that when I get out of the hospital. I'm reading the papers and all that. And then I'm at the prom party. And I'm thinking, what if the paramedics couldn't bring my heart back? Let's say I'm dead. I'll put the blame on myself to put my daughter through that because it's her prom in a couple days. Now she got to try and pretend to have a good time on her prom. So I got so emotional that I went outside, sat down, and the tears started coming down. Ashley comes outside. What's on? I was wiping my tears. I don't like nobody seeing me cry. I really don't. I don't like it. And I told her, same thing I'm telling you. So this Thursday, when she officially graduates, it's going to mean a lot to me. I'm going to get very, very emotional. Yeah, you seen the pictures, Brandy. I mean, like from birth, I took her to her first day of kindergarten. I picked her up from her first day of kindergarten. 8th grade graduation, all that. Now the 12th grade graduation. Now I'm pushing her to go to the military. I'm like, go to the military. Like I did my daughter. You seen the military picture in that video. The one in the middle was my oldest daughter. And Kaden, the one graduating, she was the one on the far left of me. She's the one the video was made for. But yeah, so I'm pushing her to go to the military. So she's thinking about it. She tells me yes. And then she's like, I'm thinking about it. So we don't know what she wants to do. But I'm going to keep trying to push her. Yeah, man, I just, it hit me. It hit me. Just like that whole week, I was taking Elias to the park every day. I usually only take him on the weekends. Then that's when I take him every day. I'm not supposed to be outside. The doctor said you shouldn't be in the sun. You need to be home resting. But I took him out every day, took him to the park, and I'm just sitting at the park bench looking at him, staring at him, watching him running by, playing. And I'm like, how close? He has no idea how close he was to losing his dad. So I precious every day I had with my family, especially with my son because he's with me every day. My daughter, she moved out in December. She has her own life now. She's 18. What's up, Pete? She's 18. She moved out. She has her own life. So Elias, my 7-year-old, that's all I got right now. So, man. Does anybody know? I want to ask somebody a question. Maybe somebody might know. Every time I was hospitalized, because I was hospitalized years ago for my COPD, they give you an IV either here or here. They'll give you an IV. So that way they can come in every 6 hours and inject you with medication. And they leave the IV on, right? Either here or right here. Why the hell do they have 4? They had one here, one here, one here, and one here. Why do they need 4 IVs on me? I didn't get that. Does anybody know why? They have 4 IVs on me. Both hands and my inner elbow. 4 of them. I don't know why. What's wrong with one? Isn't the veins connected to everything? It all is connected to your heart, right? I'm dying to know this, man. Somebody's got to know why. Different medications. So why can't you put the same medication in one IV? It's all going to the same heart. It's all going to the same place. And I've been hospitalized twice before that. I never had 4 IVs. I never had 2. I only had 1. Always had 1. I always have 1. I think I have a picture in here of the day before I woke up. Let me see. Yeah, here we go. They had me on oxygen. I wasn't breathing on my own. Zoom in. My hair's a mess. And you can see they had me like on some life support shit. I was in the ICU for 2 days before I woke up. It'll get in. Yeah, I was in there for 2 days in the ICU. I woke up, man. They put that thing at my throat, man. I thought I was gonna die. And every time I swallowed for the next 5 days, my throat was hurting. It felt like there was a rock stuck in my throat. When they pulled that out your penis, I thought I was on fire. Yeah, I do. I truly believe that. I thank God every night for that. You know. But I had a bladder infection, and it spread into my blood, and it got into my heart, and my heart stopped. What's up?
Dad, can't you get this?
Yeah, go ahead. And my heart, I passed out. I was having heart failure. No, I had heart failure. Actually, I told my doctor that the night before that, maybe I could save somebody's life. I don't know. Listen to this. You know, I had COPD. I always have trouble breathing. But the night before that, I woke up 3 o'clock in the morning. That May 12th was on a Monday. Sunday, in the middle of the night, I woke up, and I'm going to demonstrate how I was breathing. Ready? I woke up 3, 4 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday night, and I was like, nonstop. I went and got my pump. It wasn't working. It went on for like a half hour. I thought I was dying, but in the back of my mind, I'm thinking COPD. I have COPD. Now looking back on it, the only time I got like winded out like that from COPD is when I was jogging or walking too fast. I would get like that. I'm sleeping. I'm not moving around. I'm not running. I'm sleeping. Why is this happening to me? Once it stopped, I went back to sleep. And then about 6 in the morning, it happened again. So around 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, I told Ashley what had happened. And all day I was feeling like shit. And Ashley told me, you should go to the hospital. I said, I'll go tomorrow. If it gets worse, I'll go tomorrow. I woke up Monday morning. I took Elias to school, and I passed out around 10 o'clock in the living room. And Ashley called 911. And I watched we got cameras out front in the living room. You know, we got cameras everywhere. And I played the video back, and I watched the moment when I fell. I have that video too, but I don't want to show that. And I watched the outside camera when the firefighters came first, because they're paramedics too, and they got here quicker. And then the ambulance came. I don't know none of it. I don't remember none of it. There's a video here. Let me see. Right here. This is the paramedics getting a tube out, ready to stick it in my throat. See, I'm knocked out right there on the ground, and that's the paramedics right there. Getting ready to stick a tube down for oxygen, I guess. I don't know what they were doing with that tube. But yeah, and then I watched the video outside when they took me out on the gurney. I don't remember that gurney ride. I don't remember going in the ambulance. I don't remember nothing until I woke up and saw Ashley and her son on my bedside right in front of me. That's all I remember. Now, before I passed out, I remember telling Ashley to get my pump. I said, get my pump. And that's the last thing I remember until I woke up in the hospital the next day. So, yeah. I'm starting to think. I'm not sure. I don't remember if what I went through was the same thing Mal from AML Films. When he was in the hospital, he had a bacteria infection in his body. He almost died. He was in a hospital for almost a week, and I went to go visit him. I'm starting to think it's the same thing, because it was like a bacteria infection from like a bladder infection or bacteria that kept going into your bloodstream for so many months. And all them videos that you saw me on Kensington Avenue out of breath, that was it. That was the infection taking a toll on my heart. This took months to develop. And it finally came down to me passing out and dying. My heart stopped 3 times. It's very, very scary. It's like scary. This sounds crazy though, but you know when people say, "Oh, my heart stopped, I died," and then I seen this bright light with these rainbows, and I saw this angel, or I didn't see nothing, man. I didn't see nothing. I'm not saying it's not true that it doesn't happen when you pass, but I heard stories when people pass, see things, and they come back. Like me, I passed, came back 3 times, and I'm like, why didn't I see anything? You know, maybe if not something nice. If I'm going to hell, then why did I see a demon or something? You know what I mean? Like, I was expecting to see something, but I don't know. That's what it is, a UTI. It's a bladder infection. They told me they don't know how I got it. I said, well, I couldn't give you that answer either. I don't know how I got it. You know, I haven't had sex since 2018. So I don't think you can catch it from that sex anyway. I don't know. But listen, and I ain't no shame in my game to talk about it. Yes, I haven't had sex since 2018. You know, I've been single since 2018. Ashley's just my friend. She's the mother of my son. We're not a couple. Some people don't believe it, but it's true. I don't have to deny that. But and I don't miss it, Cynthia. No, I do not miss it at all. I had my fun in my 20s, 30s, and 40s. I'm good. I used to chase it all the time. I ain't chasing shit no more. If it comes, it comes. I'm not chasing nothing. There's more things in life than thinking about that all the time. I'm doing it for you, Daddy. Cynthia, you're funny, man. Pete, what's up, Pete? Pete the Teeth. Pete the Feet don't come in here no more. He forgot about me. But Pete the Teeth is in the house. My man Pete, all the way from the UK. Look, my stack is getting smaller and smaller, guys. My nicotine patches. They're getting smaller and smaller. Yeah. Love you too, Pete. And shout out to Meg too. Love Meg whenever she comes in. Yeah, this I'm gonna be honest. I don't do that many lives though because not too many people come in the chat. Really, not too many. I'm not gonna do a live with like 5 or 6 people in it every time. That's I don't know. It's it's nice to talk to some of you sometimes. But if you was doing YouTube as long as I've been doing YouTube, you just won't do a live chat with 5 or 6 subscribers in there. You know, you wouldn't. You just won't. You know, I used to have over 100, not no more, and a lot of that is my fault. A lot of it is my fault because I stopped doing it. I was doing lives every single day, guys. If you guys, new subscribers, just came in, I will upload 2 videos a day and do a live every day, and I did it for like 5-6 months straight. Seriously, and then I stopped. I gave it a rest. You know, just gave it a rest. But where am I at? Right here. You know, guys, I didn't want to show you that stuff. I didn't want to show you them videos or them pictures because the haters. The haters. Yes. Yes, it was. Yes. Miracle. Yes. Most definitely. Yeah. So every time I see like prom night, graduation coming is Thursday. Them things are gonna be emotional for me because what if, the what if. So yeah. So just let me grab this and show you. So I just got these two boxes of galls, 180 in this one, and then this one. I got alcohol pads with the what happens to this? Oh, here we go. And with the $14 that Brandy just sent me, I'm going to get some saline water. I ran out of saline water. I'm going to get a little box of them. What's going on with this? Why does it look so dark? Yeah, so that's 360 galls. So I got plenty of galls now. It comes with tape too. Where's it at? Right here. Has some tape in it. The 180. 180 and 180 is 360. So that I got plenty of galls. Alcohol, got plenty of alcohol. But yeah, saline water, I ran out. The syringes, I'm running out, but I don't think I want to give out any more syringes. Two reasons why. One, it's because there's a lot of programs out there that give out syringes, clean syringes. They exchange their old ones for new ones, and I know some of you are going to say, Mike, who cares what they think? Hell with them. Do what you got to do. I'm just tired of the comments. Oh, you're part of the cause, giving them needles. You're part of the salute the problem. You're like, they don't understand. Giving out clean syringes decreases the spread of did I say that right? The spread of hepatitis C and HIV. A lot of these addicts share needles. I've seen addicts pick up needles off the ground and reuse them. Yes, I've seen that. So that's why I started doing it. But if there was nobody giving out syringes out there, like if they didn't have programs where you can go exchanging for new ones, I'll probably be like, hell with them, I'll continue doing it. But I'll take that money, buy something else that I can put in the wound care bags. So I'm not gonna. These are the last syringes. I'm not buying no more. I said it many, many times on this channel. No difference than giving high school students condoms. Why do they give high school kids condoms? To slow down the prevention of teen pregnancy, right? So why would anybody give addicts clean syringes? So they can go get high? That don't make sense. No. So it slows down the spread of HIV and hepatitis C, the number 1 and 2 killers on Kensington right now, and diseases. Elias is good. He said hi. He's in the other room. But oh my God, man. Rough, man. Rough. But I don't breathe hard no more. It wasn't my COPD the whole time. It was that infection. Commercial. She's doing good. Thanks, Pete. So it wasn't the COPD, that hard breathing on Kensington Avenue. Some of you guys goes, dude, you need to go get checked, man. Your breathing don't sound right. It was the infection the whole time, creeping into my heart. You know, damn, that's crazy, man. How something so small. It's not like it was cancer or a gunshot. A bladder infection can stop your heart. It's crazy. The body's so fragile, you know. The body's so fragile. Your body tells you, man. My body was telling me when I was for months walking down Kansas Avenue breathing like that, and then waking up in the middle of the night breathing like that. My doctor told me, the doctor at the hospital, yeah, when you're breathing like that, you need to come to the emergency room ASAP. You know, I'm thinking it's my COPD, you know, a little pump here, a little pump there. I'm all right. Nah, man. You know, if I didn't have COPD and I had no pumps and that happened to me, I wouldn't have went to the hospital 4 a.m. You know, I would never waited till the next day. But yeah, I'm thinking it's my COPD. Yeah. Scary, man. Shit's scary. But yeah, I'm going to do some more videos this weekend. Probably at the end of the week, towards Friday, Saturday, Sundays. Go down there. I don't need to make more wound care because I got last few videos. I only probably gave out 2 or 3. You know, some people don't need it. I don't ask people that don't have wounds. If you don't have wounds on your body, I'm not going to ask you if you need wound care. Yes, Nicole, and I told my doctor that. I told my doctor that I urinate a lot in the middle of the night. Like every hour, I was urinating a lot. So then he thought it was my borderline diabetes, too much sugar. So he was sending me to do lab works, like get blood, urine. And this year in 2025, he sent me to lab works 3 times. And all 3 times they drew blood and they took my urine. And I'm thinking to myself, I see my doctor on June 25th. I can't wait to ask him, why didn't that come up? Why didn't that come up in the urine test or in the blood test, this infection? And Ashley told me it could be because there's certain things that he put in there for them to check. You know what I mean? They were checking my kidney, my liver, and stuff like that. So I'm like, man, that stuff's so. I mean, he told me there was blood in my urine. The test showed there was blood in my urine. Don't you think you track that back to your bladder? Let's check out his bladder now. You know, so I got a lot of questions for my doctor when I see him. And the doctor saw at the hospital, she said to me, did you ever feel like you had to go to the bathroom and you go to the bathroom and you're standing there and nothing comes out? I'm like, yes. She's like, that's part of the bladder infection. I said, well, I didn't know this. I didn't know none of that, you know? But yeah, there was times that I had to go to the bathroom real bad. And I go to the bathroom and nothing comes out. I'm like, what the hell? I never felt this before, you know? And then in the middle of the night, every hour, constantly going to the bathroom. You know, the doctor at the hospital told me these are all signs that I was having. But this was after I was hospitalized. You know, I was told all this. You know, I didn't know. If I would have known before, of course I would have, you know, hey, I think I have a bladder infection. And I think it's bacteria getting into my bloodstream. I would have said something earlier. I didn't know. I'm just upset at my doctor didn't catch it after 3 lab tests this year. And nobody caught it. And that's what I have questions for him. Yeah, but Nicole, you've been here for a while. You've seen my video in Kennington. I walk 1 block and I'm out of breath. I'm like, you can hear me breathing hard. Have you watched my last 8 videos? You can't even hear me breathing. Like, it's a big, I feel much better, you know, and the smoking stopped too since I got out. But yeah, everything, like, not fresher air, more lung. Like, I was playing football with my son that same week I got out and I wasn't out of breath. I couldn't believe it. I just jogged and got that ball off the ground and threw it, and I wasn't even breathing hard. I felt like a new person. It's crazy. That was messing up my breathing the whole time. So if you ever wake up in the middle of the night, like like you're taking short breaths because you can't breathe. Like you feel like somebody's pulling your lungs away from you. Man, go to the hospital. Go to the hospital. You know, I could have died in that ambulance. You know, I did, but I mean, not come back. You know, that's good, Pete. Proud of you, man. How you been, Nicole? How's the family? Oh, I gotta plug this in. There you go. All right. I had to plug the charger. I mean, the laptop. I had to plug it in. It just gave me a warning. The battery's going low. I thought it was plugged in. So Cynthia, I said I drink 2 a day. Is that too much? So they're giving me for my bladder. I'm taking this. I don't know. This here. TAMSULOSIN. I'm supposed to take it for 30 days. So this is how you know. I take one every day at night, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 6 left. So I got out of the hospital. What's that? 24 days ago. What's up, bud?
Yeah, Ken, cheaper on the couch and water.
Yeah, come on, say hi. Peter wants to say hi.
Hey, Peter.
Pete the Teeth
Hey, Peter Teeth.
from the UK.
Hey, UK.
From the UK.
Hey, Peter.
From the UK.
Hey, Peter from UK.
Yeah, he's from the UK. You remember Pete? Pete and Meg, remember? Pete and Meg sitting on the tree. KISSING. Remember that?
You talk.
I was telling him how when you found out what happened to me when I went to the hospital, how you got scared because you thought that I wasn't coming back.
I'm this tall.
You're that tall.
Yeah, I'm that tall.
You want to turn around and show everybody your hair? Look at that, guys. Wait. Right there. Look at that. He's trying. He said he wants to catch up to me. Look. That'll never happen.
It will happen.
You have a long way to go. I can almost wrap it around 2 times. Look.
Yeah, you can almost.
Almost.
You can almost wrap it.
Yeah, you got a long way to go, kid. You got a long way to go.
I'm a horse.
I forgot he's a horse. He's not a kid, he's a horse. He calls himself a horse. All right, horse.
I'm a horse.
Yeah, he's a horse. Every time I say, chill out, kid, he goes, I'm not a kid, I'm a horse. I don't know why he says it's a horse. Maybe he's one of the YouTube channels he watches. I don't know. He never told me why he calls himself a horse. What the hell? Shelly. Where's Shelly? I don't know. Let me see. So, guys, I'm going to head out. I was planning just to be on here an hour, just give you an update what's going on, everything. Everything's going fine. Everything's doing good. I'll be doing videos sometime this week or weekend. Towards the end of the week, I'll bring you some more videos. About anything I have. Wow, that's crazy. Crazy. Sorry. They didn't find anything. I have blood in my urine as well, but I can't see it. Me either. I couldn't see it either. I'm so glad to hear you. Yeah, the doctor at the hospital asked me. She goes, "You don't see blood in your urine?" I said, "Not red blood. My urine." When my doctor told me that they found blood in your urine from my urine test, I said maybe that's why my urine was like not yellow, like a dark yellow, almost brown kind of color. So I'm thinking red blood, yellow urine mixed together. You're going to get a brownish color, maybe. No, but the doctor from the hospital, no, I'm talking about red. I said, no, I never seen red, the color red in my urine. No, I only seen like brownish urine. So she's like, no, red. I said, no, I never seen red. So, but the results of the urine said there was blood in my urine. And she says, yeah, I see that here. She had my results on the screen because all that, I guess all that's connected together with my doctor and all that. But yeah, I never seen red in my urine. I only seen like brownish. Yeah. But Nicole, you should have that checked. It could be a UTI infection. I believe that's what I had. Is that what you call it? UTI? Bladder infection. If you have urine in your blood, if you have blood in your urine, I would have definitely look into that because it doesn't get you overnight. This was going on for, you know how long back I couldn't breathe on Kensington? Almost a year ago, last year, the summer, before that in the spring. You remember all them videos? It finally got me on May 12th. Knocked me out, stopped my heart. So I would really look into that. Tell your doctor, your primary, that you have a friend that had blood in his urine, and he let it go by for months, and his heart stopped. He was rushed to the hospital. They told me he had a UTI bladder infection, and signs. There was blood in the urine all the time. I was urinating constantly. Every hour of the night, I would go to the bathroom. Sometimes it felt like I had to go, and I couldn't go. These are all signs of that. And once that gets in your bloodstream, it goes right to your heart, and it's slowly killing your heart, and you'll pass out, and your heart will stop. So please, Nicole, look into that with your primary, and don't take no for an answer. If you have to, go to another place and get a second opinion, because once your heart stops, that's it. You're gone. You can't bring you back. Once you pass on to the other life, you can't come back. So if you have to get a second or third opinion, this is your life. It's your life. Blood in your urine is not normal, right? It's not normal. So please take care of that. Oh, Pete. I hate to go, Pete, because you like to talk a lot. I hate to go, but I like I said, it's been past an hour. I just wanted to come here and give you updates and tell you everything what's going on, how I'm feeling, how Elijah's doing, our plan. He finished school this week. This is his last week. And that's it. If you want to help with wound care donations, like I said, Cash App and PayPal is linked in the comment section. Go over there, send $1 if you can. It doesn't matter what it is. Anything can help. Let me see. Saline. I'm getting the saline. I ordered saline today. I don't know. I got to check in the closet, see what else I need. But yeah, if you want to help, you know where they're at, the links. But like I said, I'll be down there this weekend sometime to bring up some more videos. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna share something with you that I didn't want to. I was thinking about bringing the lives with me because I do see a lot of children out there, but something in the back of my mind is telling me, don't do it, Mike. Just because you see other YouTube channels bringing their children out there, don't be like people. Be yourself. And for months and years, you've been saying you'll never take your son out there. So don't do it. And I'm going to stick with it. I'm not doing it. But I was thinking about doing it. Like when I used to take him downtown and he used to feed the homeless with me. I was thinking about doing it in Kensington, have him pass out wound care bags while I film. But I'm like, you know what? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Great to see all of you. Great to see all of you. I'm so glad you're okay, Mike. Yes, I remember. I did go to the doctor and I had a UTI. And you got treated. Lucky you. I never got treated. That's what happened. Nobody told me I had it. Now I'm supposed to see. I was putting down. Yes, like I said, me and my doctor's been working on my borderline diabetes for months. So every time this stuff came up with me urinating a lot, he thought that it was too much sugar, and my sugars were high. The results would come back from my blood test, and my sugar was high. So he brushed it off and thought it was that. Then when I told him it wasn't getting better, then he went, maybe he has kidney stones. Let's do this. Let's give you MRI on your kidneys. Like, we did all that. Like, and then I had an appointment on May 13th, the day before I went to the hospital, to check something else. I think it was my bladder. I'm not sure what it was. It was something about blood in my urine. And the day before I passed out, May 12th, I was in the hospital. So I had to when I got out, I had to reschedule. And they gave me June 25th. I'm like, June 25th? You're supposed to see your primary 3 days after you get out of hospital. And the lady was phone, that's all we have open. We're June 25th. That's all we have. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I died in the hospital this past week, and you're telling me June 25th? Thank you to the. Thank you for listening. Well, yeah, me too. Like I said, Nicole, I have a lot of questions for my primary. Yes, it's. I watched that video that morning of the 12th, me taking Elias to school. The camera's pointing outside. You see me walk by with Elias, get in the car. I'm fine, perfect. You don't see me staggering. I'm normal that morning. Dropped them off, came back home. The last thing I remember was telling Ashley to go get my pump. Last thing I remember. And I woke up the next day in the ICU. And I tell you, when I woke up and I saw Ashley and Trey, her son, it felt like it was 5 minutes after I told her to get my pump. That's what it felt like. It felt like it was 5 minutes after. I didn't find out until I got home. 4 days later, until I got home. Ashley was like, we didn't come see you when they took you out of the ambulance. We wasn't allowed. They wouldn't tell us nothing. We had to come the next day. And I'm like, wait a minute. So you're telling me when I woke up, hey, Jen, you're telling me when I woke up and saw you and your son, you're telling me that was the next day? She was like, yeah. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Jen, where you been? I'm about to log out. I'm about to log out, Jen. Where am I at? So, again, I want to thank William, Brandy, and Sharon. Sharon, William, and Brandy for that Cash App last week, and Brandy for your PayPal today. Appreciate that. That will go towards that. Thank you. Take care, Mike. Mate, see you soon, bro. Pete, I wish you everything, Pete. Love you, man. Take care. That's all right, Jen. I don't expect a lot of people to come here anyway. Just my friends that always are here when I do lives. So really doesn't matter. But it's okay. You can rewind it and watch it. It's really, you already know my life. So so I want to let you guys go. Make sure you hit the like button, please. Subscribe. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Hit that like button. And like I said, I'll be down there sometime this week. Give me some time. I'll get there. I promise you. What else? I hope I'm not missing nothing. Yeah, I'm not missing nothing. I'll see you this week on a new video. All right? Remember, guys, love is the key. Drama-free. Heal the past. Live the present. Dream the future. Love, health, peace, and happiness to all. Until next time, this is Mike and Elias from Narcotropolis. Peace, guys. Love you. Be kind to one another.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby, you'll get being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted you've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head, I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh,